Hey guys, welcome back to another AI SK coding tutorial or video, and in this video I'm going to be starting a new series where I'm basically building a little project or product, as you could say, because I want this to help. This is going to be a product which is going to help students mainly sitting in the GCSE and A-level exams in the UK, and essentially it's a product which allows them to seamlessly write past papers and get them marked by an AI, which is the main point of this program. It's going to try and utilize AI to try and mark even written answers and quickly return feedback so the student can rapidly improve. Now here's a quick wireframe of the app where at the start screen we might have something showing all the students' subjects. Then within each subject we could go into the specific topic areas. So for example, if we clicked on physics, we could go into the waves topic or forces. That'll take us down to this page, and here this is a sample exam question. Specifically this is from the Physics Maths Tutor website, which I'll talk about in a bit, but essentially this is a exam question, and what you might do now is you have an answer box and you can just write friction, since this is the answer to this question. And once you do that, you'd actually write it in a separate bit, but you'd click this mark button and that would take you to this sort of side view thing where it shows you the correct answer, and if you put a different answer such as thrust, if you thought this forward thrust was actually called thrust, then that would get marked wrong and you'd get subtracted a point, and it would highlight where your mistake was so you can improve for next time, and then you can do next question and keep this going. So the idea is the program will keep track of the questions you get wrong and then sort of give them to you again in an active recall sort of method, so that eventually you can memorize all answers and you basically understand everything in the course, so you can get 100% in exams. That's the overall idea. Now, there obviously needs to be some kind of process, because I think this is the main hard bit. Like, this is the bit which is really going to utilize AI, the actual marking segment. So when you write down an answer, click mark, how's AI going to mark it according to a mark scheme, especially for more complex answers? Well, here is a more complex example. So this is a full written question, 3 marks, and explain how protective pads help reduce injury when players collide. So a student might answer this with these bullet points. The protective pads compress on impact due to foam, forces a change in momentum over time. The change in momentum is constant. Little physics, but if you're going to stop after an impact, the change in momentum is always just the initial momentum minus 0, or the other way around. So it's always going to be constant, but the compression increases the time to reduce momentum, which decreases the rate of change of momentum, since this denominator is going to increase and this is constant, so thus decrease in force. And the first part of this algorithm is of course going to be take this answer and split it into the key ideas. So the user has already partially split their answer into key ideas with bullet points. However, see this final bullet point has multiple points inside of it, and the idea is we split it down even further into sub-points so that therefore we can mark according to a mark scheme. Now here's a Physics Maths Tutor mark scheme. This is basically a custom mark scheme for this specific topic, and I'll talk about mark schemes after this. But essentially what I want to do is train the AI to be able to just look at the mark scheme and mark the student's answer without having to explicitly train the AI to mark a specific question. Rather, I want to train the AI to look at a mark scheme and then mark the student's answer, since this will make it a lot more versatile for lots of different exams, and therefore it allows students to have a lot more practice. So once the answer's been split up, it's going to mark it with just trying to match up each point to an associated point on the mark scheme. Once it's done that, it can detect how many of these mark scheme points were found, then give the user a score out of the allocated marks. This is actually technically a good answer since it has all points, and I think they're actually all in here if you also include, basically all points are in this final bullet point. So these all points could also be marked as extra, unnecessary, but it's always good to have extra information. So yeah, that was just an introduction to this new program that I'm going to be working on. And yeah, I'm just going to be uploading progress, sort of like a vlog or something of my development of this program. So hopefully it's quite informative and it's interesting as well. By the end of this should be a finished program and ready to help students across the UK. So let me just talk about Physics Maths Tutor. This is not sponsored at all, but it's just a really useful website because it's what I'm going to use to access questions and mark schemes. So for example, we can find a bunch of questions by, if we go to GCSE exam boards, then we go to physics. Let's just have a look. So let's say we're doing an AQA exam board, paper 1, and we're doing higher. Let's do the 2022 question paper. So as you can see, this is the question paper. Inside the question paper, we have questions such as this one. Calculate the mean power, suggest 2 reasons wind power is not able to meet this demand. User would write that answer, and then based on those answers, we could look at the mark scheme, or the AI would look at the mark scheme, and it would mark it based on the correct answers. So this is the first one, and this is the second one. Wind is unreliable, wind turbines don't turn when wind is too strong or weak, and not enough wind turbines. So pretty easy to mark once we split it into the key points and then match them up. And yeah, that is the basic idea of the setup. So thanks for watching. That was the introduction, and over the next few weeks I'm going to be developing this program, and yeah, this is just going to act like a vlog for this program's development. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.